The new owners of Fish and Figs say that the previous ownership made the mistake of using figs from a farmer who used unapproved fertilizer, which led to so many becoming sick. Let's just hope this time everything gets figured out. See what I did there? We now turn our attention to a recent story that just a few days ago we were certain had come to a close. It sounds like we might have been wrong. Gideon Matthews is standing by with what he believes could be the greatest story we have ever covered. Gideon, are you there?
Hello, Eden, I'm here.
What is this news that you are so eager to share with us and have claimed is the most significant story Nazareth 9 News has ever reported on?
Well, as you know, Eden, it was just a few days ago that we reported that Jesus had been killed. After he was crucified, I discovered that his body was taken down from the cross and then placed in a tomb, never to be seen again.
Yes, I believe our viewers would recall that tragic day when Jesus was killed. I do have to ask, Gideon, why do you bring this up with such joy and excitement?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Eden. You may also remember that on the day Jesus was crucified, I interviewed Mary Magdalene, who was one of Jesus' closest followers. She has just informed me and is standing by to testify Jesus is no longer dead, but is alive.
I'm sorry, Gideon, but it sounded like you said that Jesus is no longer dead, but is alive.
That's exactly what I said.
How could this be? Have you seen him? Is he there with you?
No, unfortunately, I've not seen him, and he is not here at the moment, but many people here have seen him, and let me ask them now. Excuse me, Mary, would you please come and share with us what you told me earlier?
Yes, of course. Well, it was a Sunday morning, and I went to the tomb where they had buried Jesus. When I got there, I noticed something strange. The large stone that had once covered the entrance to the tomb had been rolled away. I was a little confused, but I decided I would go in and have a look inside.
And what did you see?
Nothing!
Nothing?
Nothing?
Nothing! The tomb was empty!
Wow, are you telling us that Jesus was no longer in the tomb?
Yes! Then, the next thing I knew, two men in dazzling clothes appeared and said, "Why do you seek the living among the dead? He is not here, but has risen." I responded through tears, "They have taken away my Lord, and I do not know where they have lain him."
Wow, well then what happened?
After that, I turned and saw a man standing there who I thought was the gardener. I asked him if he had taken Jesus' body, and if so, where he had laid it. He didn't answer my question, but simply said, "Mary." It was at that moment my eyes were opened, and I realized that it was Jesus.
I'm at a loss for words.
Jesus then told me to go and tell the disciples that I had seen him.
Wow, well, speaking of disciples, perhaps John would be willing to come and share his experience. Thank you, Mary, again for sharing with us this incredible news. John, over here, come quickly.
Hello, my friend. Good to see you again.
Yes, thank you for coming over. I just talked with Mary Magdalene about her first encounter with Jesus after he had been raised from the dead. Would you be willing to share a side of your story?
Of course, I will be more than happy to. It was actually Mary who came to myself and to the disciples. They claimed that Jesus was alive and that she had seen him. It was hard to believe because I personally saw the empty tomb, but I did not see Jesus.
Oh, so you also saw that Jesus' tomb was empty?
Yes, but like I said, I did not see him. Then later on, two other followers of Jesus came up to the disciples and I and said that they had too seen Jesus. Then it happened.
Then what happened?
Pew! Jesus appeared.
You scared me there for a
I
second.
know he scared me too.
Well, did he say or do anything?
Yes, he said this. Wait, he said, "Peace unto you."
Why did he say that?
Well, I think Jesus said that because he probably knew that we thought that he was a ghost or something, because he went on to show us his nail marks and his hands and his feet and say that we should touch him because a spirit does not have flesh and bones.
So was it really him?
It sure was. Jesus was there with us in the flesh.
Truly amazing.
I know.
Thank you, John, for your time. We really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Hi, Mom.
What an amazing story so far. Oh, I see two more faces you viewers may recognize. Let me see if they're willing to be interviewed. Hey, you two, come here, come here.
Hello.
What do you two think about the news that Jesus is alive?
I'm so excited I could sing and dance all day.
This is by far the best news I have ever heard before.
Yeah, and what do you think that Jesus is going to do next?
I have no idea, but I do know that whatever he does will be perfect and amazing.
Yes! Is there anything that you two would like to tell our viewers?
That Jesus is always stronger than death.
Even though you may not see him, you can still believe that Jesus is the Son of God who loves us and died for us.
Yes, that is incredible news. Thank you two for taking time to talk with us today.
You're welcome.
And there you have it. Looks like death does not have the final say in this magnificent story. Jesus is alive and people here are filled with joy and wonder. Reporting live from Jerusalem, this is Gideon Matthews with Nazareth 9 News. Back to you, Eden.
Thank you, Gideon. I don't know about you, but I'm in awe of what has happened. I am in complete agreement with Gideon. This is by far the greatest story we have ever covered here on Nazareth 9 News. I'm actually going to take it a step further and say that this might be the greatest story that will ever be told. That's all for now on Nazareth 9 News. I'm Eden Abrams, and this is the day the Lord has made.